Hello everyone and welcome back to AnglaisCours Club. Vous êtes-vous déjà demandé ce qu'on peut visiter au Royaume-Uni en dehors de Londres? Dans cette leçon, nous allons faire un test de compréhension. Je vais vous parler de 5 villes que vous pouvez visiter dans le sud-est de l'Angleterre. Je parlerai de chaque ville individuellement. Puis, je vous poserai quelques questions pour tester votre compréhension. Notez vos réponses et à la fin de la vidéo, je vous donnerai les bonnes réponses. Vous pouvez télécharger le texte avec la traduction en utilisant le lien dans la description. Cependant, la première fois, je vous suggère d'essayer de répondre aux questions sans regarder le texte. So, if you're ready, let's discover South-East England. My first suggestion for a town to visit in South-East England is Cambridge. It's about 80 kilometres north of London, as the crow flies. Cambridge is mainly known for its university, one of the 2 or 3 best in the UK. One of the most popular activities is punting on the River Cam, the name Cambridge being composed of Cam, the river, and bridge. A punt is a flat-bottomed boat that you move by pushing a pole into the riverbed. It's similar to Italy's gondolas. For shopping, the All Saints Garden Craft Market offers a wide range of crafts, jewellery, sculptures, paintings, and pottery. There is also a market in Cambridge every day, not to mention more traditional shops and boutiques. The University of Cambridge's Fitzwilliam Museum is worth a visit if you like all things art and antiques. But there is also an archaeology museum and a geology museum. Alors, c'est parti pour quelques questions. Question 1. How far north of London is Cambridge? Question 2. Where does the name Cambridge come from? Question 3. What is a punt? Et question 4. How often does the market take place in Cambridge? Next, there is the town of Canterbury, which is situated about 85 kilometres from the capital, and well known because of writer Geoffrey Chaucer's book, The Canterbury Tales. It has been an important European pilgrimage site for over 800 years, following the assassination of Archbishop Thomas Becket in the year 1170. Today, it is one of the most beautiful and historic towns in England. It is possible to visit the town by foot, but also from the Great Stour, the river that runs through it. The medieval city centre is full of well-known brand shops and exclusive boutiques, while the picturesque side streets are home to smaller specialist shops, pubs and restaurants. Whilst in Canterbury, you must visit the magnificent Norman Cathedral, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, as well as Canterbury Castle. Alors, êtes-vous prêts à répondre à des questions? C'est parti. Donc la question 5. Canterbury is about 85 kilometers from which city? Question 6. What was the name of the famous writer who wrote the Canterbury Tales? Question 7. What happened to the Archbishop Thomas Becket in Canterbury in 1170? Et question 8. Why is Canterbury Cathedral so special? Oxford, the city of dreaming spires, la ville aux flèches rêveuses, is famous the world over for its university and place in history. For over 800 years, it has been a home to royalty and scholars, and since the 9th century, an established town, although people are known to have lived in the area for thousands of years. Nowadays, the city is a bustling cosmopolitan town, still with its ancient university, but home also to a growing high-tech community. It's a real mix of ancient and modern. Oxford is about 80 kilometres west of London and is home to several museums, such as the Pitt Rivers Museum of Anthropology and Archaeology and the History of Science Museum. The Carfax Tower gives good views of the city, and the botanical gardens are truly worth a visit. Ok, voici quelques questions. Donc la question 9, what is Oxford's nickname? Question 10. For how long has Oxford been home to royalty and scholars? Question 11. What is Oxford most known for? Et question 12. Today, Oxford is a real mix of what? Next, there is the town of Portsmouth, situated 100 kilometres southwest of London. It is most known for the ferries that arrive from France, which already gives an idea of one of the city's main activities: the port and the naval base. In fact, more than half of the Royal Navy's surface ships are based there. The Portsmouth Historic Dockyard displays a collection of ships and buildings and is well worth a visit. The D-Day story is a museum dedicated to the Normandy landings. D-Day means le jour J. Then there is Spinnaker Tower, which at 170 metres high gives great views of the town and explains key elements of its history. The Portsmouth Museum and Art Gallery shows how life in Portsmouth has changed over the years, as well as works of art. There are also other things to see. The city has 2 cathedrals, one Anglican, the other Catholic, a natural history museum, and, just a few miles away, Southsea Castle, built in 1544. Et voici les questions. Question 13. What famously arrives in Portsmouth from France? Question 14. More than half of whose ships are based there? Question 15. The D-Day story is a museum dedicated to what? Et question 16. How tall is Spinnaker Tower? Finally, we have Windsor. Windsor is situated about 35 kilometres to the west of London and is well known for its castle built in 1070. Windsor Castle is the oldest and largest inhabited castle in the world, and has been the family home of British kings and queens for almost 1,000 years. It was the official residence of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II until her recent death, and is still very much a working royal palace today, being home to around 150 people. If you time your visit right, you can watch the changing of the guard, which takes place throughout the year but on specific dates. Tours of Windsor are available by bus, by boat on the Thames, or in a vehicle that drives both on the road and in the water. The Savile Gardens in Windsor Great Park are also worth a visit. The Queen's Walkway, la Promenade de la Reine, is a 6.4 kilometre long route opened by Queen Elizabeth II in April 2016 to commemorate the day when she became the longest reigning British monarch. Et voici le dernier groupe de questions. Question 17. What is Windsor most known for? Question 18. When was Windsor Castle built? Question 19. For how long have British kings and queens been living in Windsor Castle? Et question 20, la dernière question. What does the Queen's Walkway commemorate? Alors bien, vérifions les réponses. Donc, question 1, je vous ai demandé How far north of London is Cambridge? À quelle distance au nord de Londres se trouve Cambridge? Et la réponse est Cambridge is 80 kilometers north of London. Donc Cambridge est à 80 km au nord de Londres. Question 2. Where does the name Cambridge come from? Donc, d'où vient le nom Cambridge? The name Cambridge comes from Cam, the river, and bridge. Donc le nom Cambridge vient de Cam, la rivière, et de bridge, un pont. Question 3, je vous ai demandé What is a punt? Qu'est-ce qu'un punt? Donc a punt is a flat-bottomed boat, un bateau à fond plat. Et question 4, How often does the market take place in Cambridge? Donc, à quelle fréquence le marché a-t-il lieu à Cambridge? Donc, the market takes place every day, tous les jours. Question 5, je vous ai demandé, Canterbury is about 85 kilometers from which city? Canterbury se trouve à environ 85 km de quelle ville? Et la réponse est Canterbury is about 85 kilometers from the capital, London. Donc, il se trouve à environ 85 km de la capitale, Londres. Question 6. What was the name of the famous writer who wrote the Canterbury Tales? Donc, quel est le nom du célèbre écrivain qui a écrit les contes de Canterbury? Donc, the writer of the Canterbury Tales was Geoffrey Chaucer. Question 7, je vous ai demandé, what happened to the Archbishop Thomas Becket in Canterbury in 1170? Donc, qu'est-il arrivé à l'archevêque Thomas Becket à Canterbury en 1170? Donc, he was assassinated. Il a été assassiné. Et question 8. Why is Canterbury Cathedral so special? Donc, pourquoi la cathédrale de Canterbury est-elle si spéciale? Donc, Canterbury Cathedral is special for being a UNESCO World Heritage Site. donc la cathédrale de Canterbury, a la particularité d'être un site classé au patrimoine mondial de l'UNESCO. Question 9, je vous ai demandé, what is Oxford's nickname? Quel est le surnom d'Oxford? Oxford's nickname is the City of Dreaming Spires. Question 10. For how long has Oxford been home to royalty and scholars? Depuis combien de temps Oxford abrite-t-elle la royauté et les érudits? Et la réponse est for over 800 years, pour plus de 800 ans. Question 11. What is Oxford most known for? Pourquoi Oxford est-elle le plus connue? Et la réponse est Oxford is most known for its university. Elle est plus connue pour son université. Today, Oxford is a real mix of what? Donc aujourd'hui, Oxford est un véritable mélange de quoi? Et la réponse est it is a mix of ancient and modern. Un véritable mélange d'ancien et de moderne. Question 13. Donc je vous ai demandé what famously arrives in Portsmouth from France? Donc qu'est-ce qui arrive à Portsmouth en provenance de France? Et la réponse est ferries, les ferries. Question 14. More than half of whose ships are based there? Donc plus de la moitié des navires de qui sont basés là-bas? Et la réponse est the Royal Navy. Question 15. The D-Day story is a museum dedicated to what? Donc, the D-Day story est un musée dédié à quoi? Et la réponse est it is a museum dedicated to the Normandy landing. Donc, un musée consacré au débarquement en Normandie. Et la question 16. How tall is the Spinnaker Tower? Donc, quelle est la hauteur de la tour Spinnaker? Et la réponse est it is 170 meters tall. Donc, elle mesure 170 mètres d'eau. En question 17, je vous ai demandé what is Windsor most known for? Pourquoi Windsor est-elle le plus connue? Et bien sûr, la réponse est its castle, son château. Question 18. When was Windsor Castle built? Donc, quand le château de Windsor a-t-il été construit? Donc, Windsor Castle was built in 1070. Donc, le château de Windsor a été construit en 1070. Question 19. For how long have British kings and queens been living in Windsor Castle? Depuis combien de temps les rois et les reines britanniques vivent-ils au château de Windsor? Et la réponse est for nearly 1000 years. Donc près de 1000 ans. Et question 20, la dernière question. What does the Queen's Walkway commemorate? Que commémore le Queen's Walkway? Et la réponse est it commemorates the day when Queen Elizabeth II became the longest reigning British monarch. Le Queen's Walkway commémore le jour où Elizabeth II est devenue le monarque britannique au règne le plus long. So, how did you get on? Alors, comment ça s'est passé? Vous avez ainsi vu certaines des villes à visiter dans le sud-est de l'Angleterre. Il y en a bien sûr d'autres que vous pouvez découvrir sur place, mais celles-ci sont les plus connues. N'oubliez pas que vous pouvez télécharger le texte avec la traduction. Il suffit juste de cliquer sur le lien correspondant dans la description ci-dessus. J'espère que vous avez apprécié cette leçon. Si c'est le cas, n'hésitez pas à nous donner un coup de pouce et à vous abonner. Cela aide vraiment la chaîne. En outre, n'oubliez pas aussi de cliquer sur l'icône de la cloche pour vous tenir informé à chaque fois qu'une nouvelle leçon est publiée. And that's it for today, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.